Hi crafty friends, it's Audra Monk the Crafty Yogi, and welcome to the Crafty Corner and to a little Sunday night crafting. Okay, let me click the button on the computer to find my page and make sure I can see you. So if you're here, okay, so if you see a little red live up in the left corner, that means you're here right now. So say hi. Let me know you're here and you're watching. If you watch this later and you don't see the little red whatever little thing, it's okay. It just means you're watching on the replay or you found it on YouTube. That is super fun too. Okay, so these Sunday night craftings are usually just, what do they say, off the cuff. They're just what happens. And so what I was thinking tonight is, because this week I'm having a watercolor pencil class. It's on Wednesday night. I do have one spot because I ordered one extra box of pencils and aqua painters in case somebody wanted to join us. Because the class includes that. You're going to get your own box of pencils and your own water, whatever you call this, aqua painter. So I did that. So if you do want to come, let me know. So we're going to make some projects. But you know what? Before I show them to you, I just realized this. I want to show you my Valentine's. So we will make this a card, and I think it's going to be super cute. I hope. Otherwise, you know, it'll be some coloring. But I want to tell you about my Valentine's card buffet because you still have time. You have till tomorrow night, Monday the, what is Monday? 27th to let me know. And how my Valentine card buffet works is that you have to tell me what cards you want. Look at all these cards. Okay, now I'm going to do them one at a time. I think it's more fun that way. So, hi, Lisa. Oh, yeah, you saw my pictures of these already. So what I did is I ended up with 9 cards this time. And for a buffet, normally you get to come and you just pick what you want and you make it. But see, I don't need a bunch of extra Valentine cards. I mean, I need to send them, but I'll have all of these, plus a few more. So you tell me. So say you love this gnome card. Don't you love this gnome card? He's so cute. You would say, oh, I want to make 2 of those, and I'll prep your kit for you. And then maybe you're like, oh, but I like that ladybug card. I need one of those. And so it's that kind of class. You tell me what you need. I pre-cut your paper. You come and you make it at your own time. Okay, so there's a ladybug card. And this one, isn't this pretty? And now I did case this one. I think someone made a baby card using this paper, and I think they had the anchor. And I was like, oh my gosh, it would make the cutest Valentine. Hi, Marcia. So look at that. Isn't that very cute? So I cased a lot of these cards, and casing to me means you see the card and sometimes you copy it exactly and sometimes you change it up. But in general, you saw someone's card and you were inspired by that. Sometimes I'm just inspired by the colors, or I'm inspired by how they did the DSP. So I think it can be all kinds of things. Like this one, I cased this one. When you got to make a lot of cards, you know, that's what you got to do. I made this one up on my own, but it's pretty simple. I mean, but how cute is that dinosaur? I love you this much. And it's a T-Rex, so he has little tiny arms. It's more than it looks. So this is super cute if you got a little guy to send a card to. Let's see. This one. I didn't have to case this one. This is pretty standard for me. Some DSP, thing in the middle, you're good to go. But isn't that pretty? And these Valentine dies are so cute. I just thought, you know, some of these cards you can give to anybody, which is what I like. This is cased. Do I have the flyer? Remember last week? Oh, I do. So last week I did Paper Pumpkin for this Facebook Live, and look right here on the flyer. Look at that. All I did was, okay, so I changed it. I didn't put the handmade for you part. But Stampin' Up! Stuff is a great way to get ideas for making cards. You don't have to make it all up in your head. I think I cased this one from somewhere, but isn't that cute? I think I'm going to give this one to my honey. It may be the only one he hasn't seen yet. So, or I might make him his own special one. We'll see what happens. And then look at this one. I like this one. It's really pretty. Very basic, really pretty. You give it to a guy, give it to a girl, you give it to your grandma, your kid, all sorts of things. So, okay, so there's Valentine's. I just wanted to share those because I worked on them a lot and I wanted you to see them. Okay, now let's go back to talking about watercolor pencils, and then we're going to watercolor with the pencils. Sorry, I dropped the aqua painter on the floor. So in the class this week, we're going to make this one. This is... this birthday cake comes from a set that you get for free with a purchase. And these dies to cut it out and this paper behind, they are going to be available for purchase on February 4th. So coming up very soon. So you could buy this paper and buy these dies and get this stamp set for free. Super cool. I love this set. And I love it even better once they made dies. Especially, look at this cake die. Isn't that awesome? Okay, and then you're going to notice something pretty quick when I show you card number 2. I am apparently, you know how you go through phases, you know, whatever, you want certain thing all the time. I'm apparently on a kick right now where we use black and then white. The stamp did it for me. This is stamped in Versamark and embossed, because look what we're going to do. These I prepared for the card we're going to make. I stamped them in Versamark, embossed them in white on black paper. Super funny, I think. But anyway, that's the current kick I'm on. But these are the two of the cards we're going to make on Wednesday night. And then the third will be something like what we're going to make tonight. We'll see how that goes. And then the fourth, I'm trying to decide. I'm thinking of, let me show you the set. This cute little lamb or bunny. Like, I'm thinking a baby card would be fun to make. Or there was something in the annual catalog I was liking the other day. Well, there's always the truck. You know, I love that truck. Or bird ballad is great for coloring. We have a lot. If you like to color, and we have so many different ways to color. You can use blends. You can color depending on the stamp. Sometimes you can color on the stamp. We have regular markers. We have watercolor pencils. You can watercolor from the ink on the ink pad. Lots of things. So let's go ahead and get started, because as all possible, I like these videos to not take too long. Okay, so what we're going to use, because this is what we're using in the class, this is the first set of watercolor pencils. Let's see if I've got them all here. There should be a white. There should be a white. Okay, well, I don't know where the white is. I think I used it, and you may be like me, a crafter who does not always put her things away. So this set comes with, how many pencils? Oh, look, there's the colors. Apparently it comes with 13 pencils. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so I'm only missing white, so that's good to know. And they're nice basic colors. We have a second set of pencils. Let's see if I have it here to show you. I'm really glad that you can only see so much of my desk. I am really glad. Oh, thank you, Marcia. Yeah. Which one looks like piano keys in the back? Oh, this one maybe? Ah, this one. This green paper. It's really pretty paper. Okay, and then the second set of pencils is Water Pencils Assortment number 2. And it has some other colors in it. So I think the first set is 16 and the second set is 12.50. I could be wrong, so don't make that, the word. And then you can store them very neatly in our wood, or if you just have the one set, in the thinner cases. And it's nice because you can take them with you places or put them on your shelf. Okay, so let's color, let's stamp. So what I did is this is watercolor paper. So on the previous projects I showed you, I used shimmery white. So let me show you shimmery white. Let's see if we can see a difference. Oh, but that one's not, oh, here, this one I colored already. So move this bright color stuff out of the way. Okay, so there is a slight difference in how the papers feel. And the color, I feel that shimmery white is a little less white than watercolor, and watercolor is a little less white than, this is Whisper White, okay? But they all do work together. I wouldn't really color watercolor on Whisper White because it's not made for that. If I'm doing blends, Stampin' Blends, I would use Whisper White. Okay, so the other thing you need to know about watercolor, because I try to make these a little bit so we learn stuff too, is you want to use Stays-On ink. This is a permanent ink, okay? Some other tips about Stays-On. It's not like our regular ink pads. Let's get a new ink pad. Okay, our regular ink pads are made so that the ink pad is stored upside down, which keeps the ink on the pad. Okay, these, your Versamark, your Memento, do I have a Memento? Yeah, your Stays-On. These are not. Stampin' Up! Doesn't make these. I think because the quality of these is just so good and Stampin' Up! Couldn't make it better. So this is what they would do. I store these all upside down on my shelf, so it keeps that ink down on the bottom. I do think you have to re-ink them rather frequently. Okay, the other cool tip on Stays-On, and I learned this from my upline years ago. See those little dimensionals? Stays-On has this extra plastic cover, and that would go on top of the ink pad, and then you put this on. But then it's a two-step process. So if you put dimensionals under there, it gives it a pretty tight seal with that there. Okay, so that's the other thing. The next thing is that it's going to stain your stamps. Okay, so these are polymer stamps, and see how they now have a really nice black outline. It's because I use them in Stays On. It's not going to hurt them, but they are going to stay that color. You don't really want to use Stays On Cleaner, which we do sell, and I use it on my red rubber stamps because it'll clean it off. I don't like to use it on these because I've read that it can deteriorate the polymer, whatever the heck photopolymer is. Okay, so that's just something. And it doesn't bother me that they get stained. I'm pretty sure, now it's too late now because I've already cleaned these. If you use this new stamp cleaning pad, like if this bothers you, you would stamp these off really well and you could clean them on here, and I think it will make it lighter or maybe take it off. These have sat on there for a couple hours, so I don't think it'll work. I think you have to do it right away. Okay, so that's the other thing. Ooh, there was a flicker. Hopefully I don't lose the power. Okay, so let us see. So, okay, so I already stamped the boots, but we're going to need these flowers. And, you know, I'm apologizing now because I am going to have to fussy cut these flowers, and we're just going to do it together. You know, maybe you're doing the dishes or doing something else and you just want to listen, but then you'll be able to see the card at the end. Or if you're watching this later, I'm okay if you fast forward to the end. Okay, so another thing. See, I almost did it wrong because I kept moving it out of the way. When you're using a photopolymer stamp, it is very nice to have our foam pad, or sometimes the silicone mat will work too, to give it something to push into, because there's no padding on these stamps, right? Whereas a red rubber stamp has padding. See the difference there? So it has built-in squish. That's what I kind of think of it. And so this has no squish. This is like, you know, when you're super lean and there's not a lot of juice in you, right? So we need to give it juice. So the next thing is, since this is not a foam pad, I can wiggle this on here. And I'm hoping I have enough ink, because I probably should have re-inked my pad before this video, but we're just going to go with it. So I'm going to stamp the flowers, and I like to say 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that's good. Awesome. Okay, and we're going to just do that twice, and I think that'll give us enough flowers to work out. I think these flowers are really cute. They remind me of, I don't know, some kind of thing from when I was a kid, but I can't think of what it is. All right, I'll take those. Okay, and the other last thing about the Stays On pad, you can't, smell-o-vision would be good. It smells like almonds. It smells like icing, or, you know, baking things. Don't sniff it a lot, because I have a feeling it's probably not a good idea. Okay, so we have boots and we have flowers. So let's color. Okay, now I have no idea. I'm hoping my head won't get in there. If I notice, I'm looking for my glasses. Gotta wear your glasses. If I notice my head's in there, I'll try to fix that. And can I zoom in? I don't know if that's a good idea to zoom in. I'm probably, hey, Casey. I'm probably, you know what? I'm going to zoom in just a little. Oh, no. Ooh, stop. Cancel. Okay. I'm not going to zoom in. This is Facebook Live versus regular. I don't know how the camera works. So we're just going to color. All right. So we're going to color these boots orange. I just thought little orange red rubber boots would be super cute. You're gonna need a paper towel, and you're gonna need an aqua painter with water in it. Okay, so I've got those ready. All right, so what I found, if you want a bright color, you have to put a lot of color on the paper. If you want a softer color, and some people might like that, you're gonna put less. So yeah, so let's color while we talk. So I like to put the dark color, and I tend to do this with my blends too. And I'm going to tell you guys, I'm still a baby at coloring. Like, I'm pretty good at it, but I unfortunately don't spend enough time at it, which, you know, I was actually talking to my son, who is a musician. He's in college for percussion and music education, and he was saying, you know, how when you practice more, every time you do it, like, you're just better at it. And I'm like, it's true. Okay, so, and what I've also found about these is you can go a little at a time. You might need to dry it. I have my heat tool here in case we need to dry it. But on this case, since they're both orange, I feel I can color them both in. And then we'll, you know, I'm going to do the bottom too. Okay, so I was thinking some nice bright orange boots, and I'm leaving it in the middle so there can be a little highlight there. And then the rim, I think it should be a different color. We're going all out here. Let's go with, this is Rich Raspberry. And then I think the bottoms, what do you think, brown? No, gray. We have basic gray in here. Let's go gray on the bottoms, the soles. Okay, so we have that. Then we take the aqua painter. Okay, so if you're ever in a class, never put this directly on there because you don't know if someone cleaned it before you. You can use the edge of your grid paper or you can use your paper towel. I feel that it's wet and I see that there's no ink or color there. And then we're going to color. I'm not going to squeeze a lot because I actually do want to stay in the lines. If you're coloring, sometimes you want to get all, super artistic and you could color out of the lines and that is totally fine. But what I like, just like Stampin' Blends, compared to our regular Stampin' Write markers, is the variations that watercolor or Stampin' Blends can give you. And watercolors actually feels quicker to me and slightly more reliable, which sounds funny because of the water. You'd think it wouldn't be. All right, this isn't too bad. I just double checking on the computer that you can see this. Zoomed in would be a hair nicer, but I'll have to play with that. One of these days, I'm going to try out that fancy flipping your camera thing. Although then that means I may have to like brush my hair or put some makeup on. Okay, I'm going to clean it and then I'm going to do the tops. See how it just spreads the color? I'll hold it up once I get it all painted. It's so pretty and it's very, very vibrant, which I love. Okay, so I think, look at the difference already. I like this better for this card on watercolor paper over the shimmery white. Although, we'll see what happens if we put another layer on that. We'll try it out. Okay, I cleaned. Yeah. All right, let's color the soles. So watercolor paper is made to do this. It's made to handle the water and the extra layers. And it's in our annual catalog, so you can get some. Okay. Oh my gosh, aren't those the cutest little boots? Let me show them to you up here. Look at those. Are those not super cute? I don't know if it's in focus. Let me look. Oh my gosh, they are so cute. I think they need Wink of Stella. I do not have a Wink of Stella. What if you added glitter to that? That would be really pretty. Okay, so let's color some flowers and then we'll cut them out and we'll see if we can make a card. All right. So do I do the same colors? Do I do different colors? I think I'm going to go a little crazy. Let's color some purple. Should I make it 3 colors? I don't know. I'm going to do these 2 the same because I'm going to give them yellow centers. Okay. Let's do that. Yellow centers. And now, just to know, watercolor pencils, you could, let's do an orange flower. You could just color with the pencils too. And I'm gonna look into that because I haven't really done that. All right, and then let's go with the green for the leaves. This is Old Olive. The second set has a different, maybe it has Granny Apple green. So that way you have a darker green and a lighter green. Yeah, I probably should have done these flowers first, but I was running out of time. So super fun. My husband, he's not, well, he does cook sometimes. He made an apple crostata. And my house right now smells so good. And it all stemmed from, we had a bunch of apples that have been in the fridge for a while. And then we had a crust left over from Thanksgiving. I made some pies and I had to cheat and buy the pre-made crust at the store. So he was like, ooh, what could this be? And so we looked on the internet and found something yummy. And it was cool. He did it while I was trying to work out what I was going to do here. And I was taking care of stuff. So it was very good. Okay. I think I'll color one more. Let's see. They're looking pretty good though. Kind of feeling like I want these ones to be yellow. I like the yellow because I'm going to do a yellow background. Yeah. Okay. So, you know, it's celebration and I know I got to see, I have to do a little commercial because, okay, here's the thing to think about. a lot of us now, some Stampin' Up! Demos are super successful and they have a billion customers and everyone buys for them. And that is super awesome. But a lot of us are not like that, right? We have a few customers, we have a lot of class goers, we have a nice little team. I love my team. But I got to find new people, right? I got to find new people who are like, oh my gosh, I want to buy that and make that card. So that's my job, is to tell you where. And you can buy that on my website, audreymonk.stampinup.net. And, you know, you just need to know that information. There we go. So, oh, look how pretty that orange is. Okay, I am loving, oh, there's no other orange ones. That's pretty funny. Okay, let's go and do purples. So what I'm doing when you're kind of doing bulk like this is just color all the same color. Now, aqua painters come in a 2-pack, so you could, you know, alternate them, but I don't think it's necessary. You want to have 2 because one time you're going to mess up the brush tip. So the other thing to think about, so if you're coming to class, you're going to get your own aqua painter and you get to use it. So I don't care what you do with it. No, I'm just kidding. You know, you want to be careful. When you go to class at your Stampin' Up! Demos house, they buy all that stuff. Okay. Yes. Oh, I don't know why I cleaned that because I'm going to do all the purple. Yes, we get a discount, but it's not that cheap. It's 20 or 25%. Okay. So you want to remember to treat their stuff really well. And also when you're a Stampin' Up! Demo and someone breaks something or messes up, it's okay. It's a little sad, but it's okay. It happens. It's our job to teach. So we want to go, I am going very gentle and light. I put on a lot of color so I don't have to press hard with my aqua painter. Think of it like a paintbrush. You don't have to press hard. Okay. And now let's color the yellow and then we'll color the green. It's so nice. The watercolor pencil pigment, I guess that's what you call it, it just spreads really well. I'm not putting a lot of pressure and I'm just kind of dabbing it around and it just is magic. I'm telling you guys, it's magically spreading the color everywhere that I need it to go. Oh my goodness. I hope that when I show this to you, you can see how pretty these colors are. All right, and then I had yellow centers here. Those need centers. I'll give them orange centers. Good, okay. And then I'm going to give them a dab with the aqua painter just so it's kind of like the same. They don't really need a lot of water, but just I feel like it gives it the same sheen. And oh, you know what? I almost forgot to do the leaves. Good, and leaves. So unfortunately, there are no dies for this set. So we're going to cut it with the scissors. What time is it? All right. This might go over a half hour. It's because I showed you those Valentine cards. I like to keep these rambling, making ones together about a half hour or less, but I have a feeling this is going to take about 40 minutes because I got to cut these out. But I want to put the card together with you. So, and if you're watching this later, it's totally fine. Fast forward to the end, see what it looks like. Well, I'll probably post a picture tomorrow anyway. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Okay, so I have boots, I have cards, I have words. I have a lid to the aqua painter. Okay, and I have some of the best little scissors in the world. Oh good, and they're not very wet. Our snips, guys, these are $10. I adore them. So let's see how well I can cut and talk. All right, so let's see. So you know it's celebration. That means with every $50, you can pick a free thing. So if you spend, now some things are, you need 2, so you need to spend $100 to get them. There's a variety of stuff. Starting on February 4th, the coordinating products will be available for purchase, which will make it easy for you to earn free things. There will be a second release. So say you were already a big shopper, you know, a few of us were. I think for customers, it's not till March though. So you might have to buy something in the middle if you really need it. And these limited edition for purchase items are limited edition. That means there's only so many. So some of them might sell out, like maybe the birthday cake dies. I don't know if the paper would sell out. I like the paper, and I'm going to show you that paper because we're using it tonight. It's really nice, vibrant paper. These aren't too bad. So I don't know if you have an electronic cutter. I bet you could get it to cut these flowers out. I'm still not real good with that. I don't use it a lot. Okay, let's do some more. Okay, what else might you need to know? I did send out a customer email today, so if you didn't get it and you want to get it, let me know. It mostly had to do with the Valentine buffet, and I had to change a couple class dates in February and March because of life. You know, life happens. I like to keep them the same, but every once in a while, I got to do something. In March, it's good because I'm going away to a crop with one of my best friends from high school who does not normally craft. She scrapbooks occasionally, and that's what I'm going to help her scrapbook, and I'm going to scrapbook. So that's going to be fun. And in February, it's my yoga job I got to do some work for, which is a good thing. Oh, hi, Michelle. I'm glad you guys are feeling better. If you want to come to the Valentine buffet, check your email. I think you would have got it. And let me know if you want to come over Sunday and make a couple cards. And let me know when you want to come pick up your card kit since everybody was sick. All right, last one, and we're going to make this card and we're good to go. It's so funny. I'm always kind of amazed by this whole Facebook Live thing because I'm like, who would want to sit and watch me make a card and chat you up? Especially when it's not a tutorial. Okay, when it's a tutorial, I totally get it. And I think next week I'm going to have some kind of cool tutorial, hopefully. But I'll be recovering from the Valentine buffet, so maybe I'll do the tutorial earlier in the week. Yeah. But anyway, I have watched a couple demos, and it is kind of fun to just see them create stuff and to chat about life. So that's what we're doing. So if you have questions, feel free to ask them. And if I know the answers, I'll answer them. Okay. And for us, like anybody, Maryland, Virginia, DC, okay, who's wishing it would snow? I would like to have a snowstorm now. But okay, not on February 2nd. That's the Valentine buffet. Got a lot of people coming to make Valentine cards. Do not snow on Sunday. I don't know when it should snow. It's got to snow when it's convenient for me, not for everybody else, right? Okay, here's the last flower. Okay. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Okay. All right, so we have flowers. We have this. Okay, so let me talk. See this paper? This is the paper that'll be available February 4th. It's called something Punch. I can't remember. I showed it before, and anyway, so one side is made so you can punch it out with the punches, but the other sides are really pretty. Whoa, almost tripped on my stool. See, I had to sit down to, I should actually see. How many people are stand-up crafters? So right now I'm standing up. I prefer standing up for anything to do with stamping or putting paper down. But when I color or cut, okay, let's see if I can put this on. I have to sit down and I have to put my glasses on for that part too. Oh, aging is lovely, right? Having to get readers so you can see stuff to color, especially at night. I think that, ooh, we're out of snail. Okay, then I gotta refill. Okay, so cool story. This is what I love about Stampin' Up. So I had whoa, don't put your snail on there. I had a few snails that were wonky, like in classes, and they just didn't work. So I finally got around to sending Stampin' Up an email, and I sent them a picture, and I was like, look, I don't know what's up. These are not working. And they sent me a box of snail to replace them. And that makes me super happy. So if something like that should happen to you as my customer, I will take care of it. Now, if it happens like say you've had them for years or something, they might not do it. But if it's a pretty current product and you just happen to try to use it and it didn't work. Oh, you do the same, Marcia? That's so funny. I'm glad to know that. But yeah, I stand and sit, which I guess is a good thing. And my desk is a stand-up desk. And I have a stool. Hold on. But sometimes if I'm going to color a lot, I'll go around and sit at the kitchen table. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. Let's see if this even makes any sense, because I did not have time to actually make this card fully, which normally I do, and then I just remake it for you guys. But I thought, let's totally wing it. What do you think? The flowers. Oops. And then where's my little words? What do you like the idea of saying hello sunshine on a rainy day card? Or should I say showered with love? This could be a Valentine, couldn't it? This could. Oh, yeah, Casey, exactly. Exactly. You said it just like me. Oh, no, snow. What? I do want a snowstorm. Okay, but where should I put the... What if I put this up and this down? I really like the idea of saying, hello, sunshine. I think that's fun. Okay, so we're going to figure it out. Okay, this little mini trimmer. If you like putting your greetings on... Oh, good. Casey voted hello, sunshine. Oh, no, but Lisa voted shower with love. Well, I'm going hello, sunshine. Sorry, Lisa. This little trimmer, if you join my Stamp It Up team, right now this is the only way to get it. Even if you're an existing demo, you can't order it anymore. They let us pre-order it to, you know, so we could show people and try it out. But I will let you know that I love it for cutting these little pieces. You can snip them with your scissors, but if you're like me and you snip it crooked, oh, I like that, and you snip it crooked again, I have found, I keep it on my desk now, and I do use it. Okay, so would I put this, oh, I don't want to put it over. I want to put it, there we go. I think we got gold. I think that'll work, or, you know, something. Okay, I'm liking that. All right, so let's put all this on. So another fun tip. Okay, this is relatively straightforward, but what a lot of times I say to do, build your whole card front and then put it on. Unless you have something really bulky, then you may want to build it on the card. So that's what I'm going to do. Because if I got this, say I got this super crooked and I really was frustrated and I didn't like it, I've only wasted this part of the paper and not the card base. So that's something I tend to do, you know, but there are, of course, exceptions to the rule. Okay. And grid paper is very, very helpful for putting things on. And I'm telling you, I have to stand up. I have to look at this. I know that my bottom paper is straight, so I try to get it straight. It's never going to be perfect, but, you know, we can do what we can do. Okay, you know, another thing, this watercolor paper is heavier. So I actually think, can I get my glue dots? I can get the glue dots. Yes, I can. Okay, they're in the drawer underneath the computer. I'm going to put this on with glue dots because it's so much heavier. I think if you used a bunch of snail, you could do it. You could certainly do it with Tombow. Let's put one more on there. Oops. And there is one stuck to my thumb, so we're going to put that on there too. There we go. And this is just a scallop circle. And I liked that it was bigger. I picked it bigger on purpose. Oh, I was going to add ribbon. Hold on. See, this is the other good thing. If I had stuck this on my card base, could I add this crinkle ribbon? No, I couldn't. Okay, so how high was I going to put that? Where is this going to go? Where do I want the bow? Do I want it here? I think I want it there, like right over the thing. Okay, so here's another cool tip. Now, this ribbon is probably too big. I won't tell you the story of the ribbon, but I have a bunch of cut pieces of ribbon. So, you know, stuff happens. Okay, so I do a faux bow for several reasons. One, it saves ribbon. Two, if you get it... Okay, so another, if you get it too loose, you can, okay, so here's how I do it. I do the width of the card and another width of the card, and then I cut it. When I'm doing a knot, I'm just going to do a knot. If I'm doing a bow, it needs to be longer. Okay, so that's probably enough to do another one. But if my bow or knot is not tight enough, I can flip this over and tighten it. Okay, so I'm deciding that it's going to go on this side. That's the other thing I do. Pull it over to where you want it. This, who knew this card had so many lessons in it? And then snip it. Ribbon scissors work better sometimes. Okay, and then I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to tie my little double knot right here. Boy, the other thing that filming these videos when they last longer is the lights start to get really hot. I already got short sleeves on. Either that or I'm having a hot flash. It could go either way. So let me take a drink of water. Okay, we are now good to go. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and put that on. Decisions, decisions. Do you cover the corner? Do you not cover the corner? These are things that I like it way down there. Do I like it way down there, or do I want it up here? And this way down here. I think I like it covering the corner. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and snail this on because I'm going to dimensional the flowers. They're going to be really cute. See if I can find some mini dimensionals that'll help. And I'm going to go a little crazy on my snail because this is 2 layers. Okie dokie. It's going right there. Okay, now let's get those mini dimensionals. Okay, all right, where do we want the flowers? I definitely want one here. And I kind of feel like I want one here. And then I feel like I want them here. And this is all going to be popped up. All right, let's pop things up. I feel like that needs... I should not have put that right in the center. Okay, we're good to go. And can I squish one more on there? So we're going to go a little crazy on dimensionals. So they did make these flowers really nicely to complement the boots. What else is in this stamp set is that super, super cute umbrella. And that's what the punch goes with. I think I can do just 2 on this one. It was my spacing last time I didn't like. It's a really cute set. There's a punch. There's 2 umbrella shapes, like a mostly closed umbrella and an open umbrella. And we did a card at a team meeting with paper piercing. It was not paper piecing. Piercing is poking. Piecing is where you stamp it on the paper and then you stamp it on designer series paper and then you cut it out. It's so cool. It's one of my favorite techniques. I like it. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Hello, sunshine. And let's put this last flower on, trim our ribbon down, and we'll stick it on the card front, and we are good to go. So I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. It's kind of fun to know that a few friends, or maybe new friends, are watching this video. It's super fun. Okay. I'm going to put it, oh, but I don't want a dimensional on top of the dimensional, so I'm going to put it there. Okay. Give me my 30-year-old, I have the Stampin' Up! Ones. They're over at the counter. These Fiskars scissors I got when my daughter was a baby, when my mom gave me a sewing machine. And if you use them only for ribbon and material, they'll last forever. Okay, let's put this on. All right, this is a relatively heavy card. So again, I'm going to go a little careful and slightly overboard on my snail. I'm almost thinking I should have put it on with Tombow, but it's too late now because I don't want to do that. So I'm putting extra where the weight of the card is. And I'm going to go ahead and put a piece down there. Okay. So you don't want to use like all of your snail on your card, but you also don't want your card to fall off. Okay. Oh my gosh, this card is so cute. Okay, so for having a general mental image of what it was going to be and having it come together, I am very happy. Look at that. Okay, this one's slightly too long. The bad thing is if I cut it too short, then I can't make it grow back. Okay, and there you go. Isn't that cute? Yay! Oh, hi, Emily. Yep, you'll just have to watch on the replay. All I did was show the watercoloring, and we put this card together. All right, so that all said, let me show you these. So the other 2 I've shown you before. Here, oh, let's put this. That's so much green. Isn't that good? I had a different color. So there we go. Watercolor pencils and your aqua painter can make you some really fun cards. I do have 1 empty spot in Wednesday night's class. So if you would like to join us, the first person to pay and RSVP can get that spot. If you need information on ordering, you have questions, anything you want to know, I will help you the best I can. Thank you, Casey. I think it's super cute. I love it. So we're making these 3 plus 1 more on Wednesday night. Okay. Have a great time. I really appreciate you sharing a little bit of Sunday Night Crafting with me. Stay crafty, and I will see you next time. Thank you, Marcia. All right, I'm going to click this off.